welcome to today's episode of Greek Life Spotlight. I'm your host, Kendal Brown, and today the spotlight is on Phi Mu Alpha. Today I spoke with Markel Joy, a member of Phi Mu Alpha, to see what the scoop is this semester. Markel, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. So I would love to hear a little bit more about Phi Mu Alpha.
So Phi Mu Alpha is one of the largest national men's music fraternities in the world. Phi Mu Alpha was founded around 1898 by Ossian Ever Mills in the Boston Conservatory of Music. My bad. So Phi Mu Alpha's basic idea is that we're trying to motivate people and create change in the world with the power of music. Our founder, Ossian Ever Mills, actually started the group just as a group of men who got together and made music. Didn't matter if they were talented at it. Didn't matter if they were having no idea about it. But the whole idea is that his aim was to create fraternity in music. And that's why when a lot of people ask us, are you a frat or a fraternity? We lean towards the side of a fraternity because that was our founder's goal, is to create fraternity or unity through the aspects of brotherhood. So that's sort of kind of what we revolve around there.
All right. And then I know that every fraternity and sorority, every Greek life organization has a philanthropy. So what is your philanthropy?
So our philanthropy is actually known as the Mills Music Mission. It kind of goes back to that idea of Ossian Ever Mills wanting to enrich the lives of others with music. It started back when the fraternity was first founded with these things called flyer missions, where Ossian would actually go out with this group of men and deliver flowers to people who needed them, people who were disadvantaged, or people in a hospital setting who actually needed that sort of comfort. And that's our sort of aim today. The Mills Music Mission normally revolves around us going to a children's hospital or a nursing home and trying to entertain them with music. And it starts out like that, yes, but we don't just play music and leave. It's not about us. Afterwards, we do like to socialize. We do like to stay and get to know each and every one of the patients. And that personal level is kind of what the Mills Music Mission is about. But to put it in short, mind you, the Mills Music Mission is us going around and doing these charitable things, but also putting the money back into our nationals so they can equally divide up the money, and we can have those resources to keep on going to these charitable events.
Cool. And I know it's been difficult, with the current conditions we're in. We're in the middle of a pandemic to, do Greek life stuff. So how has your fraternity been adapting to all of this?
So our fraternity has basically learned more and more about mental health, things that we encourage each other to practice during this pandemic. We have gone more into detail about putting schoolwork first, or if you need help with something, just ask. And don't get me wrong, we were about that before, but now it's gotten to the point where, for example, one of our brothers is a history tutor. At the beginning of this, when everything first started going on, it was one of his first initial statements was hey guys, here are my hours for the semester. If you guys need help, I am more than happy to help you out. Or if a brother specializes in something that he knows a lot of the brothers don't really have a forte in, he'll offer services. We've kind of had that we've kind of had a better instinct of putting ourselves out there, not only to ourselves but to other people. Just because a lot of us feel that in a time like this, it's terrible to be alone. And on top of that, we just realized that we need each other. We need to build a community.
Yeah, that's very, very important during a time like this when, everybody's so far from each other and you don't get to see each other in person, and it's difficult.
And we've also been trying to keep up like other things to do to still follow the social distancing procedures, but also kind of still maintain the brotherhood aspect. I know, like after a chapter meeting, they'll say, "Oh, chapter's over, but stay over and hang out." Like, we'll stay after chapter meetings and hang out if a brother wants to say, like, "I want to play Jackbox. Here's the code. Let's do it over Zoom." We've adapted in new ways of just maintaining the brotherhood aspect through these times.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. So, now that we're in a new semester and fall semester would typically be kind of, I don't know how really fraternities do their recruitment because, well, I'm in a sorority, so I don't know, but how are you guys going to be like doing recruitment this year? Because I know it's going to be a little weird, but
So, as far as the recruitment aspect goes, we're definitely more looking towards the aspect of the person. Now, it's sort of that quality versus quantity aspects. Like, we could try and get people to join us, but what we're more interested in is forming a closer bond with the people that we're having to join our fraternity. So we're trying to get to know them this semester a little bit more, trying to like have these other events with them as well, include them, especially because a lot of the people that we're trying to recruit are off campus. So we want them to have a friendly face, especially these first semester freshmen, when they come back to see and be like, "Hey, I'm not going to be alone after everything's over." So that's more or less of our ideas, that we want to try and make sure that we're there for them as a brotherhood reaching out, as opposed to just reaching out saying, "Hey, here's another number, increase our size." That's that's more of our philosophy this semester.
yeah. And then for anybody who is interested in possibly doing recruitment, do you have like any advice you would like to give them?
Two things. One, commitment. It's always something that's hard, especially in trying times like this. But the more people that you get out, the more people that you can actually put forth once for the chapter, once forward club, organization, whatever. And also, just as I was saying before, don't think of the people joining as a number. You're reaching out to them, but reach out, try and be their friends first. Don't don't say I want to forward my organization, so I just want you as a number. Try and make a friend. That's the best way to get somebody into an organization.
That is some pretty solid advice. Well, thank you, Markel, for joining me today. It's been fun.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Well, folks, if you're interested in possibly joining Phi Mu Alpha's recruitment, go visit them on Instagram at Phi Mu Alpha_LG. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Tune in next time when we interview another sorority or fraternity. Kendall Brown, signing off. Goodbye.